You ain't gotta worry about saving it. Why you send me from? I just sent it to you, man. Oh, fuck you, Huncho.
So we can't do the hurry up, period.
Oh man. I'm gonna get the rules for this Negro, man. So just ask, man, we can't do the hurry up period. Let me get them screenshot the rules to him. What, you waiting on to get somebody to play for him or what?
Man, now talking about download that patch, bro. I'm trying, bro.
Oh, he got to download his patch. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Let me see what this new patch about right quick.
What's going on, everybody? It's Eric Ray with the back here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over this massive, gigantic new update that Madden 20 just got. By far the biggest update of the year. There's a lot to cover today. There's a ton of stuff for franchise guys, so you franchise people, this is the one for you. Y'all got a lot of stuff, but there's also a ton of gameplay stuff, some new things added to the game. Just overall a really good, big, massive update. I'm going to cover the key points to the update, the things that are by far the most important, because it's just such a long laundry list of things to go over today.
Falcons gonna bring it to your ass, Panthers.
And you want to always be up to date on these latest updates, the news, and the best tips for Madden 20. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you never miss any of the uploads.
What's
So
I'm
let's
only
get
beating
right
about
into
7.
it. The franchise and gameplay stuff I'm going to do towards the end, because I want to just knock out some of this other important stuff first. So something new
Jody
to
only
the game
beating about
today,
7.
we have a new squad entering the new Superstar KO mode. If you remember, about a month ago, Superstar KO, the new game mode was added. We have a new team added. It's called the Rhythm Team. The coach is John Gruden. The playbook style is West Coast, and the strength of the team is offense. Here it says, led by Coach John Gruden, Team Rhythm is giving Emmett Smith ground and pound some well-deserved R&R after taking a beating trying to make it through those lanes. With
I sure would have liked to play Panthers. I would put it on his ass. They got 3 plays. That fake quarterback shit. Mm-hmm. He told you that? He on the string. He talking on the string, but I don't know if you're looking at it. I'm ready. I'm waiting on him to download the patch. Right. What's his name told me he could play. Oh yeah, yeah. Jason Darius told me he ain't no scrub. Told me he can play. We supposed to advance to Mad Dog at 8 o'clock this morning. God damn it. Damn. I forgot about that. He good with his user. Alright, that's him. That's him controlling it. Yeah. Yeah, we mic'd up. He had a team dude had, didn't he? That won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Well, he didn't win, but he didn't win it, but he was. I think he had one. I started working a little bit harder.
Well, Coach, this is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I forgot.
And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit.
So he got a punt. He ain't streaming, so I get 3.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Front. Blue draw, Corker. Go. Ready?
On first down. Hart, man open. It's Goodwin. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
I knew that was on me.
Sometimes, partner.
That's why I kept running. I flag.
Break. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Target. Kill. Look at me. Go.
Toss play to Jackson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Down. 8 read. Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, Sam off.
On second down, it's Jackson. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 82 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Catanzaro's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go. Check.
Now it's Tomlinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ready. We ready? Quick and ready. No. 11. Top go. Ready, back.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
Stick his ass.
And he takes it down to the 40.
Stick his ass.
4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Stick his ass.
Sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Stick his ass.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
Man, I hate this game.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 5-8. 57. Come on. Double dog. That's the way. Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. First carry for Spencer Ware. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check it back.
Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check back the ladder. Check back.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Head logo.
Watch the screen. Check your hot read. Check 3.
Hit it.
They run on first down with Jackson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Take four. Hey, trying to go.
Looking to throw. Hard. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
Philadelphia. Got loose.
A great play there. 62 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosen to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hart into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling.
What the fuck you pausing the game for, man?
Immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You must have to go read the 4th down rule.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
49, check 49, check 49. Watch that. Protein spill.
They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Hart, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Hey, check it.
Back to throw. Hart. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, if you prepare.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
They letting Daniel Thomas act a fool. Dude, punt the ball, kick the fucking ball.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I'm gonna have to clamp down on this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna have to clamp down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
I can't let him get too far away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, it's Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 26 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
I'm gonna make a Daniel Thomas understand.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze going to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Ward. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
This motherfucker kind of smart. I'm still gonna blitz. I'm still gonna blitz, motherfucker.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on third down. Hard. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
On the double. Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Oh, he failed. He failed, man.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
He failed.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Let him. Hey, kill. Good on.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Bears' 43-yard line.
Man.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ward. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Tomlinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
You're good. Ready. Over.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Put a foot on it.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready, set. Pilot, 64, weak. Just like that. Hey, check. Go on. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, watch it. Be careful.
Looking to throw. Hard. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Why are you standing on the bounds?
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Check ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Now this is... an example breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow lady. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under 13. Kill, 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 kill. Quick dad. 6-6. Pull it high. 31. Rush in, rush in.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Watch safety green. Watch safety.
Over.
Safety screaming. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, check Mike. Go.
Throwing on first down. Hart. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the gun, Hart. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be open. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Bears get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This nigga want to start the clock.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip. Set, kill.
Breeze now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
We go 21. We go 21. 57.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
61, matchbox, light. They
run again with Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Tomlinson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Hart. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Back to throw. Hart. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
for a minute, boy. But that's it. The goddamn LT showed his ass on you, boy.
Fuck is this?
Na 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 na.